Well, welcome to my midweek message. My name's Phil Harrington. I'm the rector of St Mary's West Horsley. And I want to start by saying a big thank you to all of you for your support and encouragement around our Sunday services. We are obviously working to refine these and improve them, and we are learning all the time. And one of the things we've reflected on was our involvement with our young people, and in this week's service we will have some sort of activities and involvement for our younger age groups. On Sunday evening last week, our youth group Reclaim had the first of their online meetings, which I hear was a great success, and Ed is going to be working on how we can reach our construction zone age children midweek to help them stay connected and plugged in with each other. And as I just talk about all this sort of technology things and online activities, I do want to say publicly a big thank you to Ed Cope, who's been amazing in putting together a lot of our services and training people in how to use products like Zoom. So well done, Ed. Now that we're thinking about young people and families, it's just a heads up to say that we've got a family quiz on Friday evening at 6 o'clock. Do look out for details of that from Ed. He'll be sending them around in the next day or so. And when you're listening to this, it's on Friday evening at 6 o'clock. So do put that time in your diaries. Now, I know that some people feel isolated and lonely, and we're trying to play our part in alleviating that. But also, there are some people in the congregation who feel quite overwhelmed with all the information that is coming their way, with daily briefings from the government. I get daily briefings from the diocese. We might be getting emails from our children's schools telling us, well, we really ought to be doing this and that with their homeschooling. And I certainly am getting a deluge of WhatsApp messages from people, some of which are quite funny, some of which aren't, but it's all another thing to try and keep up with. And we wondered whether we were doing too much as a church, and so I've been challenged to keep this message to under 5 minutes and been told I need to keep it simple. So I'm just going to focus on one Bible verse. It's from Psalm 46, verse 10, and it's a great line. Be still and know that I am God. Now I have this verse framed on my desk, and when things get a little bit too much, it reminds me to try and be still, to still myself physically. That's quite easy to do, but also to try and work on stilling the insides that can quite often be full of turbulence and can be quite unsettled. And these verses remind me that I'm not God. I'm not all powerful. And in fact, really, like the rest of you, I'm quite vulnerable and exposed, as we're being reminded in these seasons. But this verse does tell us that there is a God who is in control. He is all powerful. He does hold our lives in his hands. But most extraordinarily, it reminds us that he is knowable. And that's the invitation of the Christian faith, that we might reconnect with God and get to know him and learn to be known by him. So if you are a Christian listening to this, then why not try and use this time of enforced retreat to cultivate that friendship, that relationship with Jesus. And if you're listening to this, perhaps it's been shared on social media by a friend of yours, and you're thinking, I don't actually know God, then why not try to take some time out and be still and maybe pray something like, God, if you are there, will you make yourself known to me in the next couple of weeks? And I really pray that that prayer will be answered and you would sense that. So I've got 30 seconds left on this midweek message. I just want to again encourage you, if you've got young children, to join our family quiz on Friday night, to join us again on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. It's Palm Sunday. So do try and make that time a date in your diary, and stay safe, lean into God, get your exercise every day, keep up those routines, and we long to be able to see you again very soon. So God bless, and thank you for listening.